Even great men and women of faith experienced overwhelming emotions. David wrote psalms filled with fear, grief, anger, and discouragement. Yet he repeatedly brought those emotions before God instead of allowing them to lead him. We too can learn how to approach what seems impossible by studying the faith of David when he faced Goliath. While everyone else saw an undefeated giant, David saw a challenge that was smaller than the God he served. The difference was not found on the battlefield. It was developed long before he ever stepped onto it. David had already fought silent battles that no one applauded. In the lonely fields as a shepherd, he faced dangers that most people never experience and learned lessons that could only be taught through hardship. While others were watching giants, David was learning to trust God in private. While others were seeking recognition, David was developing faithfulness in obscurity. His confidence was not rooted in his own strength, but in the faithfulness of God he had already witnessed. Every victory over a lion, every victory over a bear, and every moment of God's protection became evidence that the God who delivered him before would deliver him again. When David stood before Goliath, he was not borrowing faith from a sermon, a friend, or a moment of inspiration. He was drawing from a history with God. Many people want the courage David displayed before the giant, but few are willing to endure the hidden seasons that produced it. The strength to face impossible situations is often built in places where no one is watching. Faith grows in the quiet moments of surrender, obedience, trust, and perseverance. The reason David saw Goliath differently was because he had already settled something in his heart. God's power was greater than any obstacle standing before him. The same is true for us. The giants we face today may look intimidating, but they are not the true battle. The real battle is whether we will trust what we can see or trust the God who has already proven himself faithful. When we remember what God has brought us through, we gain the confidence to believe him for what lies ahead. Faith is not the denial of difficulty. Faith is the conviction that God remains greater than the difficulty,